creepy drawings, dark secrets. If you ever find a crumpled piece of paper under your pillow, don't look at it. That's the advice I wish someone had given me, before my little brother's imaginary friends started leaving me nightly sketches. At first, I chalked it up to his overactive imagination, something to humor him about. But each morning, I'd wake to another drawing, always of me, a little older than the last, eyes wide and fearful, sometimes with shadowy shapes lurking behind me in the background. I brushed it off as a prank, maybe even my brother's way of getting attention, but the details were too precise, the fear in my own drawn eyes too real. My brother insisted his friend, Mr. Stitch, was the artist, and that he only visited at night when everyone else was asleep. He described Mr. Stitch's doll, faceless, with hands made of ink. I played along, even joked about it with my friends, but the drawings kept coming, and the fear they captured in my face started to infect my waking hours. I'd see flickers of movement in mirrors, catch glimpses of shifting shadows at the corner of my vision, and the feeling that someone was watching me never went away. Last night, I decided to stay awake, determined to catch my brother sneaking into my room. But I must have drifted off, because I woke up to a cold weight on my chest and a piece of paper tucked under my pillow. This one was different, it was heavier, the lines darker, almost carved into the paper. It showed me lying in a coffin, surrounded by people, my brother holding hands with a tall, faceless figure whose inky hands reached down to touch my face. There was a date written below, tonight's. I bolted upright, heart pounding, but my brother's bed was empty. The house was silent except for the soft scratching sound coming from the hallway. I stepped outside my room, the paper trembling in my hand, and saw a trail of ink footprints leading away from my brother's door. As I followed them, the air grew colder, and the last thing I heard before the darkness swallowed me was my brother's voice whispering, "He says thank you for being brave enough to look."